But
Yeah.
we've gone through the Oilers, we've gone through the Leafs. What about the Vancouver Canucks at their pause, Elliot?
Well, I mean, there's a lot to like there, right? And I think that like again that game the other night. Columbus is a team that has lost a bunch of third period leads. You could tell Vancouver was confident that they could come back, and they did. And again, I like their goaltending. Their best players are playing great. Their depth players are empowered. And I think they're going for it. I do. I kind of wonder about a couple guys, like in terms of, Kuzmenko, we know they're looking around. I've wondered about Chicago in
Yeah.
the last couple of days. If you look at what Chicago's doing, they're looking for guys who aren't signed beyond 2 years, right? Look, like Foligno 2 years,
Yep.
Dickinson 2 years, Mrazek 2 years. Kuzmenko's one more year, and they need scoring. So I kind of wonder about that. I wonder a bit about Zadorov too. Like, I think they're going to clear some room to open up. I think they're going to clear some room to open up the ability for them to do something, whether it's Lindholm or it's Henrique or it's Gensel or someone who I haven't thought of yet. Look, to me, the Canucks are looking at it and saying, we're going for it.
It's interesting too. There's a couple of fascinations here because I'm with you. I think this season has shown that they have to go for it, and they are going to go for it.
Yep.
I'm as much curious about who they bring in, or sorry, I'm as much curious as to what they give up as I am to who they bring in. Like, one of the things that was talked about when Rutherford first took over was we need to restock. We need to restock, and we can't let go of first round picks. And we have, Jonathan Lekkerimäki, and he had looked really good at the World Juniors after a soft season last year overseas. He's looking like he could be the real deal for the Vancouver Canucks. Like, are we at a place now, remarkably, where Vancouver legitimately could let go of first round draft picks, prospects like Lekkerimäki, in order to go for it this year?
I wouldn't do that. I like if you're asking me. I mean, look. I mean, ultimately, with a lot of these situations, it all depends on how much interest there is in a player. And people play poker; they try to leverage the other people. But like, I have to say, like, unless it's a really high first round pick, I would rather trade the
Yeah.
pick than a prospect that looked good. That's generally my feeling. Like with a prospect who's a little bit older, I think you generally have an idea of where this player is going, what their path is. You have a bit more of a
Yeah.
resume. You have a bit more evidence. So, from what I understand about these guys, and I don't watch them as much as some of the real prospect watchers do, but from what I understand about these
Mhm.
guys, is they both look like they could be players. So if my choice is a pick in the 28 range or these kids, I'm trying to trade the pick.
Yeah.